Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Remember a couple of days ago we've told you about the brand new lovely type of thieves that started to come again to Benidorm town. Today we're giving you an information video of which areas to avoid and where it's most probable to get in contact with them, sadly, and how to avoid unnecessary issues. So let's go.
Right now we are on the Ibiza street right next to the Hotel Pueblo Benidorm Buddies and the straight road, the British Square that brings you directly towards the Girona Street and the Levante Beach as well as Mediterranean Avenue. This is one of the key places since it leads you to a lot of different hotels from Server Group, from Med Playa, apartments and apart hotels, as well as a lot of different establishments. Here you can see that there are many places that are closed, that there is nothing going on out here, but there are quite a few spaces where potential thieves might be able to hide, which is what they search. Streets and places where it's easy to go away, run and hide in case someone sees what you are, not you, but the person, the thief, what the person is actually doing. So they could disappear in just a matter of a few seconds. So bear that in mind, especially knowing that this area is really famous for its nightlife, for nightclubs, night pubs, and people come here to grab a few drinks. This is one of the top spaces where these type of thieves might be looking for the tourists, especially lonely tourists are a catch for them to be able to take everything they have and more in their pockets and on themselves in case of accessories. Here we also have the Lepanto Street, a lot of hotels, good hotels, 4 stars, 4-star superior like Hotel Presidente or Hotel Gold Arcos. And this street is used a lot to pass to different areas to Benidorm because it's straight road and it's easy to remember. This is the Lepanto Street.
Moving on to the famous yellow brick road.
The yellow brick road also have a lot of different hotels. This is a Hotel Castilla, for example, from Servi Group. There's also the Easy Hire mobility scooters rental here, the Hotel Rio Park from Med Playa, and a lot of others. The yellow brick road has been known for decades and decades previously for a lot of robberies out here because a lot of people were choosing it once again for an easy access towards their accommodation, and there was no really good light system out here. It was really dark. There were a lot of bushes, a lot of plants, a lot more trees, so it was really easy to hide and stay absolutely unseen in this area, which is what thieves knew and tried to use it in their advantage. Right now, luckily, this place is not as dangerous as it used to be because they've increased the illuminating systems, they've increased the lights, they've cleaned the street way more, so especially during daytime it's a safe place to go. But in any case, if you walk here at night on your own, please take care and don't bring any unnecessary expensive belongings with you if you walk to your accommodation alone.
And now we are in the area where it all has first started at the beginning of this June 2023, where the first lovely kind thieves were registered back in Benidorm's town.
13th of June. This is the exact date when National Police has received an alert about this lovely robbery. Right now we are exactly on this street right here that you can see on the map, and this is the area where it all started back again. It's full of hotels, it's full of apartments, of accommodation options, it's full of bars, restaurants and cafeterias, and it's extremely close towards the city center, which is right there in front of us, the Levante Beach and the Old Town. The agents of National Police have received an alert about a 49-year-old woman which supposedly robbing a mobile phone from an international tourist with this type of a lovely thief method. What it actually is, this consists in coming towards the future victim, saying him nice, lovely things, maybe even hugging him or taking his hands, his neck, some doing something that his hands would not be free, while the other person that comes from the back usually is taking the mobile phones. Usually, these are also accessories of a higher brands, including watches, including bracelets, necklaces, and etc. And this time, the police has seen that this woman was acting suspicious in these numerous streets. As you can see, there's tons of streets interconnecting right here. So there are a lot of places where these people could potentially hide, which is why these streets of city center and the old town are the most chosen ones to provide this type of possible robbery. So make sure you stay alert and safe. This time, the woman tried to eliminate the phone, to throw it in a trash, but immediately police officers seen it. They've asked her to unblock the phone, unlock it. However, she couldn't, which is why when they took her to the police station, they tried to see whose phone was it, and it started to ring. So luckily, the British tourist got his phone back again. However, this is a moral for all of us, for all international tourists, to stay safe. Whenever you walk down different small streets of Benidorm that interconnect with them, between them like a spider web, be careful, because summertime is the busiest time, not only for tourists but also for different types of thieves. And these type of people, they try and attract men the most. The women that are doing this know perfect English, so they are dressed nicely. It's not something that you would look and go away. But these are attractive women who try their best to lock on themselves your attention while the other person is just passing by, and in 1 single second they will take everything that you have and more. Usually in Benidorm town, every 3 months officially there are more than 100 cases registered for robberies and thefts. Imagine how many of them are not being registered because of probably not knowing how to handle it, because of not wanting to go to the police, or departing on the same day or early the next day and not having time to deal with all that. If 100 are only official ones. And it's easy to see all these streets are the ones that are leading to accommodation options that are most popular, leading to different bars, to different cafeterias and businesses. These people are here. Usually you can see them on the street whenever they stop at the square, everywhere on the street, and they just stop and observe people. And whenever they see some future possible victim, they will just start following that person until they see the good moment for it, and until there's not going to be too many people around you. So even though the police are here, which is why, by the way, on these streets of the old town and city center, there are way more police officers right now with the motorcycles on patrol, even though cars should not be passing through a lot of these streets. But they are, because they really want to make the streets safe for both locals and tourists. My best advice for you would be this one. Obviously, tourists are here to enjoy. You do not need to stay at your hotel or be cautious, extremely cautious, overprotective all the time. You just need to go not alone, go with your friends, with your family, relatives, children, whoever is with you on holidays. And if you decide to go alone, don't bring valuable objects with you. Please don't do so. Or if you do bring them, try not to show them so much on the street, not so that it wouldn't be so obvious that you have a lot of objects, and you might have a lot of income and a lot of money on you during your holidays here in town, because at least like this you won't catch their eye immediately. But the best thing is to always go accompanied by someone, because mostly lonely travelers are the ones who suffer these types of robberies, and the lonely thieves. Right now, this summer has already started. By the way, the official summer is already here, starting from 21st of June. So bear that in mind. There is a big increase of tourism. There is a big increase of people arriving, and thieves are not sleeping either. This is when they have the biggest amount of work to ensure they have the money for the rest of the year. So even though this is not Barcelona, you know, where robberies are way more frequent, this is like the most unsafe place for tourists in Spain. Although I like Barcelona, but in terms of tourism, this is the least safe place for people to go. And there's even aggressive robberies out there. So bear that in mind. Benidorm is not super unsafe. However, summer, it is what it is. There are people who always try and take something that you have, especially if those are good and expensive things. So bear that in mind if you're coming here on holidays. And whenever you're exploring places like these amazing streets of Benidorm town, make sure you have your bag and all your belongings in the front pockets or in the front with your bag, because like this your belongings will be safest possible.
These are the main areas where you should be careful. However, it doesn't mean that anywhere else it cannot be happening. It might happen at some of these shopping malls that you have, like this square here in Benidorm town. It can happen on the Levante beach late at night, in Rincon de Loix, in the old town, while you go down tiny streets while you're discovering or heading back to your hotel apartment or apart hotel. The only thing you need to know is just need to be slightly careful. Don't go by yourself if you can, and if it's not possible, take a taxi, take a cab, something, you know, that you would be safe, or at least don't bring any kind of valuable objects with you. That's the best advice possible, because if you don't have anything valuable, then even if it happens, they won't take anything from you. So stay safe on your holidays and enjoy your best time and amazing weather here in Benidorm town. Thank you all for accompanying us today, and we'll see each other in a new video. Bye, Dees.